Hello everyone, and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Mouse. So, with the release of Bloomburrow, we got a bunch of synergistic creature type into the current metagame. So we tried lizards, we tried rabbits. Now we're gonna try mouse. And mouse is really good because of their synergy with combat. So we got Heartfire Hero. This is probably the MVP mouse of the whole deck. 1 mana 1/1. But it's Valiant every time we target it for each of the first time we target it every turn, I should say. He gets a +1/+1 counter. It's a counter, not just +1/+1 until the end of turn. And then whenever he dies, it deals damage equal to its power to an opponent. So we got a scamp going on, but a scamp that also pumps itself. Well, that's not the only card that matters in this deck. We also have Manifold Mouse, the card that gives, at the beginning of our combat, gives one of our creatures double strike or trample. Well, guess what? We can use this to target a Heartfire Hero that pumps it, and if you give it double strike, that's a lot of damage, right? That's a turn 2, 4 damage, turn 3, 6 damage. Turn 4, our opponent's dead kind of game. Alright, and then of course we also have a new mouse in Mabel, Heir to the Cragflame. She's a 3 mana 3/3, but pumps all the other mouse, so that is an anthem. And then whenever she comes in, we get a artifact equipment that equips creature gets +1/+1, vigilance, trample, haste, with equip cost 2, right? That's really not going to matter as much, but it is synergistic for the mouse deck, so it's in the deck. And then other mouse to kind of curve out the deck, we got Flowerfoot Swordmaster, a 1 mana 1/2 with Valiant. Whenever he gets targeted for the first time each turn, all mouse gets +1/+0. That's great. We have a mouse deck. And then one of the older mouses from what is this called? The whatever, one of the older sets. The one that was just released, right? Not Interstrat. The cheeky house mouse. This is a 1 mana for adventure to Squeak by target creature gets +1/+1 until the end of turn, and it cannot be blocked with by powers 3 or greater. That's shielders can block basically. And then on the other side is just a 1 mana 2/1, which isn't that great, but don't forget a lot of our cards pump mouses, so they'll get pumped. All right, so let's talk about the whole deck list. In the early game, we got 4 cheeky mouse, 4 Flowerfoot Swordmaster, 4 Heartfire Hero. So we definitely want to mulligan hard for a 1-drop. Then in the 2-drop, we got 4 Manifold Mouse, 4 Inti, Sentinel of Seneschal. I don't know how to say it. Seneschal of the Sun. This, whenever we attack, right, we get to discard a card. Target creature gets +1/+1. And well, guess what? We're going to target our Heartfire Hero. He's going to get even bigger because that's 2 +1/+1s. One from his ability, one from Inti's ability. And then we can get better draws as well. And then on the 3 drops, we got the Mabel, Heir to the Cragflame. So these are our creature shell. Also, I forgot this creature. 4 Emberheart Challenger. Forgot about this mice. This mice is great too, right? It's a 2 mana 2/2 haste and also prowess, which means that whenever we cast a non-creature spell, he gets +1/+1. And whenever he becomes the target of a spell ability, we get to exile a top card and play it until the end of turn. So if we're missing a land drop, target it with a Manifold Mouse, and then we might hit that land drop. So it's pretty good. So yeah, this is our 1, 2, 3 drop. This is a very fast deck. We have 1, 2, 3 drops for creatures. Then of course we want to target our creatures with a lot of pump spells. So we have 4 Might of the Meek. This is the new trample giver. 1 mana. The target creature gets +1/+0 and gets trample. It's not Ancestral Anger because it doesn't get more than +1, but we do get to draw a card if we control a mouse. Just like Ancestral Anger. Oh no, it's trample, +1/+0 if we control a mouse, and then we draw a card. So if we don't have a mouse, we still draw a card. And it's instant, so you can get God on your opponent because they might think, hey, you don't have anything, and then you do that. All right, we also have 4 Monstrous Rage, of course. That's the good old pump spell. And then we have 4 Demonic Ruckus. It looks like a 2-drop, most likely a 1-drop that we plot. +1/+1, Menace Trample. Menace is great. It means that our opponent with 1 blocker can actually block our creature. And a lot of times, that will get through our opponent. And then we have 2 Loran's Escape. This is my tech card for the deck. I want to have Loran's Escape. If our opponent tries to remove the, Heartfire Hero, we can protect it for 1 turn. And that also pumps it, and our opponent will be dead next turn. That's insane. Alright, so that is the non-land base. Of course, very aggressive shell. So only 20 lands. Don't worry, we'll never get mana screwed. Sometimes we get flooded for some reason. Alright, so we have 4 plains, 5 mountains. No more Otawara, or not Otawara. Eganjo or Sokizen, obviously, because those rotated out, so we have to just have basic lands. We have 1 Rock Face Village. This card is a new land that gets got introduced. Tap to add a colorless or tap to add a red, but only can be spent on creature spells. And then we can tap a red and tap this to give target lizard mouse, or in our case just mouse, right? +1/+0 and haste. But it's not just +1/+0 and haste. We can use this to target a Flowerfoot, and that gives it +1/+0. Flowerfoot gives himself +1/+0, and then it has haste. So, or it gives the whole board +1/+0, and it also gives a haste. So we can actually, you know, for 3 mana, instead of making the offspring, we almost never make the offspring. If it's 3 mana, we just play this, give it haste, and then it boosts the board, and it goes in for lethal. Alright, and then we have 4 Battlefield Forge, 4 Inspiring Vantage, 1 Restless Buviac, and 1 Cavern of Souls. That's the whole deck list. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Santa P. Alright, our opponent looks to be some sort of bat avatar. We look to be having 1 land, so let's mulligan this. Cool. Now 3 lands in our 20 lands deck. And nearly a creature. Go down to 5. Cool. Now I have creatures. We can put away a Battlefield Forge. We can put away... I mean, Mabel is probably gonna be happening, right? I don't know. We'll put away this Valiant Mouse. And hope to hit a 3-drop. Here's a hero. Bat turn 1. There's some sort of bat deck. Cool. I attack for 3. He takes a 3. Here's a cheeky little mouse. What does this do? Does not much. Virtue. Gonna die. Oh, it's deal damage with his power. Since I have no power, it just died. Mabel. What is this? Cragflame. The great creature gets +1/+1, Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. And then whenever this becomes target, mice you control gets +1/+0. Cool. I don't know if they have anything. This costs equip 2, right? So if I play this and target it, maybe something will happen. That's a big board of stuff. Maybe he'll trade with Mabel. But he still takes 4. It's 2/2 flyer. Alright. He's gonna offspring for a lot of cards. We'll target, see what we can draw. I need a hero, so I got a hero. If I play this, I can't really give it haste, so it's just a 3/1. Monstrous Rage. Down to 3. Now we play the Heartfire Hero. And let's hope he draws a 3-drop. 2-drop. Down to 1. That is really gutsy playing this when he was so low on life. Okay. He'll get himself killed that way. I'm all for it. GG. Alright, our opponent is Takahiro 777. I get a lot of 777s as opponents. You go first. 2-lander. No turn 1 play. 2 Mabel. I think I have to mulligan this. No turn 1 play, going first. There you go. Alright, so I do want the Might of the Meek. Emberheart's good. Becomes target spell ability. Exile a top card. I guess I can take that away because these are card draws anyways. So we'll keep 6. Ow. Please no removal. Tap land. Oh boy. Our opponent's in it now. So I can Might of the Meek. This also draws me a card, right? But nah. Let's put 2 threats on board. Gain choice of double strike or trample. Target is mouse. How about you get double strike? Take 4. Now there's 2 cards you gotta remove. Virtue? Yeah, I mean, I think at this point everyone knows just stick removal in your deck and hope for the best. I think I'm gonna do this first. I draw a card, and it could be a 2-drop that I want to play. It's not. Let's get cheeky. Do I want to get cheeky here? Or do I just want to put the Ruckus on? I think I want to put the Ruckus on. I don't think you can minus off a 4/4. Below the Contaminator. +1/+0. And I also draw a card. Seems pretty good. He can't even block this. Alright, can't play the Mabel. But I could pump this. Can't be blocked by power 3 or greater. That's kind of interesting, right? Do I want to do that right now? I mean, it is a lot of damage giving up if I don't do it. Down to 6. Look at that cheeky little mouse. I don't know why Blow the Contaminator will be in any deck other than just a strictly toxic deck, but even then, like a toxic deck wouldn't play a Contaminator. Alright, GG. Alright, our opponent is Cadaver. Cadaver? I don't know, there's 2 A's in there. We're gonna go first. 1 lander. Did I keep a 1 lander? No card draw here, right? Alright, let's lose a game here. That seems to be fun. I need a hero. Blue. A 1/1 otter. I did not draw a land, unfortunately. That kind of means that I gotta attack and just hope for the best. No Bloxies. Do I want to waste this turn? I don't think so. He's got his own Heartfire Hero. Heartfire Hero? Heartfire Hero. He attacks. Cool, I draw a land. Guess with Manifold. Let's get that double strike. I'm already trampled. That's a lot of damage. Down to 7. Is he gonna deal 20 this turn? Well, we'll see. Shock. Okay, I guess he doesn't have to do 20. Monstrous Rage. I don't know about that. It's got one blue. Maybe it wasn't something last turn. Let's get double strike again. Good game. Yeah. One lander, mana screwed, still won. This deck is insane. Alright, our opponent is a Stellar Rock. Cool. It's just a rock that accelerates. Oh, come on. That's like 6 games in a row, opponent goes first. Alright, I'm gonna keep, but I'm not happy about it. Do I want to play the Heartfire Hero? I mean... let's play the Ruckus. Rock Caller. Rat Caller. What can I do this turn? I'm not sure if I want to play the Buviac, right? I mean, I'm gonna play the lands that gives me the most tempo. So I think I'm gonna Heartfire Hero. Swordmaster. And I want to Ruckus. Do I want to Ruckus the hero? Yeah. That pumps it this turn. And also, if he kills it, I get to draw a card. So. It's probably a Lizard's deck. Looking at the Rakdos color and the Rock Collar here. I think there's a Squirrel, right? A Squirrel Warlock. There's no... I don't know if there's a Squirrel synergy in the new set. There's definitely Lizard synergy, there's Rat synergy, there's Bat synergy. Hey, this doesn't actually say Mouse. Mouse aren't rats. Weird. Yeah, the Verashinos are lizards, and that Krakens are octopus. But mouses are rats that are different. Sure. Why not? Here comes a rope. I mean, our opponent is a Stellar Rock, but I guess even when you're trying to sell it a rock, it's still a rock. So it's got a tank. Here comes the rope. Burns out, and then goes my turn. Jeez. All right, fine. Let's. I guess we'll get cheeky. We'll play this. You can block one of these. But I think he just roped out. It's actually not a great hand, honestly. A bunch of lands. 20 lands in the deck, I drew 5. Out of how many cards? Out of 10 cards? 1/3 of the deck is a land. 1/2 of my draw are lands. So you know what happened. But our opponent just roped out anyway, so it didn't matter. It's not a lot of damage, right? Heartfire Hero is only 5 here. 6, 7, 8. I played it wrong. This could have been 3. Because of prowess. Forgot about that. So play your Emberheart before you target. That obviously make more sense, but I was not thinking. Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite me, but our opponent is just kind of roping out here. That's 2 ropes. 2 sets of rope and he still hasn't exploded. What the heck? Arena? What's going on? Look at how there's no cards in the graveyard. No cards in exile. I have a card in exile because that's, you know, here on the adventure. So no card was exiled by a removal effect. And they're already almost dead. This is how fast the aggro meta is. Which is very unfortunate. Because I don't know who likes aggro metas. Probably people who don't like Magic. Everyone who likes Magic that I know probably prefer more mid-range meta. Because that's where, you know, thought process has to come in. This is just play cards you're dealt in the opening hand and hope for the best. Or rope and then leave. I don't think he could have won either way, but roping is really annoying. Come on, explode now. There you go. Goodbye. Alright, our opponent is Volkman. We're gonna go first. Freaking Bruviac. It's too many in the deck, I think. Still gonna keep, but freaking Bruviac, seriously. Opening hand every game. That's a good land. Like, later on. Green-white. What does green-white have? Oh, rabbits. Of course. So, don't want a Bruviac right now. It's Manifold. Double strike, please. Thank you. I don't have a thank you emoji, huh? My caller. Another rabbit. Not a token. It's just gonna let this happen, huh? Well, I guess we attack with the Might of the Meek. It's gonna be 3, right? I think it's fine. Sure. We put the Ruckus out. Hop to it. That's a mighty Might Caller. But a mighty Might Caller that needs to do something. Hey, I finally draw the Loran's Escape after like 500 games. Give it double strike. Do I want to play anything else? Don't want to give it trample. Okay. GG. Our opponent emotes a lot and then leaves. Cool. Alright, our opponent is Osa. O-S-A. Missing H to be Osha. Opponent goes first. I've never had a game that's not opponent goes first, apparently. 2 Mabels. Too many Mabels. Is that mulligan in his hand? I have a turn 1 and a turn 2. Don't think I can justify mulliganing. But now he's gaining life. Let's get cheeky. Huh. That doesn't do anything. Guess later on it will. Let's get double strike down. Take 4. As a bat. Gains life, so I will lose a life. Go for the throw. Cool. Let's get Mabel down. Take 3. Takes a 3. It's a lot of damage. Deep Cavern Bat. Good luck. I've got some good cards here. Probably take Might. I don't know. Might of the Meek is better than Monstrous Rage in my opinion, since you get a draw card. Yeah. But it could go either way, right? He attacks? I'm not sure about that. Alright, Emberheart's gonna have haste, so I think that's good enough, right? Better than this. This gets +1. This is 3 damage. Definitely a removal. He was hoping to catch the Monstrous Rage, but I just didn't do it. Yawgmoth. Oh, you want to draw cards? You sure about that? Really? I mean, that's 2 planes. 2 planes do not make any removal sense. So let's get Fleetfoot targeted. Okay. Okay. Target my Emberheart. Now it's Trample. That's a land. GG! Down to -1. Alright, our opponent is Tunbarian. I feel like I've faced this guy before. Opponent goes first. We got tap land. I do have a hero. But going second and not playing it on turn... Basically, I have to wait till my turn 2, which our opponent has turn 3 to respond to. I don't think that's good enough. Better. I'm gonna put back a Cavern. Green white, mouse. Heartfire Hero time. Yeah, they go first, so I think they're gonna out aggro us. Quest Caller. 2/3 attacks. I can pump it for it to get double strike, but it just trades with the Quest Caller, right? Still think I do it. Slows him down a lot. Mentor? Cool. And give myself double strike. Mabel! I mean, Mabel's already a 3/3, right? 3/3 double striker is... oh, so scary. What is this? One or more +1 counter on a creature you control, remove a draw card. Alright, that's not really anything. Nothing too scary there. So, I want to mine it to Meek. One of these cards. Really depends on how he blocks. So, skip Mabel double strike. And we will double attack. Should be pretty obvious what I'm trying to do here. So. Our opponent lets that happen. Now he's down to 6. Do I want to plot a Ruckus? I just want to equip this. That's an extra mana either way, right? Do I care about what he has? Not really. Could have gotten more with mine than Meek. Just taps out. GG. You went first. Come on, rabbits. Don't put Stalking the Pantry in your deck. That looks terrible. Alright, our opponent is a cute. He is not cute. This is the ugliest avatar ever. We're gonna go first. Heartfire Hero. Cool. That is a good opener, if I should say so myself. I mean, it's a toss-up between this and Oko, how smug the avatar look. And they're always mono-red. I don't think you can afford turn 1 nothing. Oh, Inti is gonna be insane. Okay, I guess you can take my Inti. What am I playing? Ruckus? Yeah, Ruckus it is. If he takes the Inti. If he takes the Ruckus, then I'll play the Inti. I don't think in any world will he take Mabel or Emberheart. They're less good. Don't trample, so yeah. Takes the Inti, makes sense. Now the question is, do I want to just Ruckus the Fireheart? Then he can't block it. Do I care about that? I don't have white, so couldn't play the Flowerfoot anyways. Playing the Emberheart here doesn't make any sense. It's a 4. It's a 4 double striker. Doubt he's gonna block with the bat, so go down to 7. Liliana.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come. Haven't you ever?
What am I sacking here? Heartfire Hero draws me a card and it deals 4 damage, I think. Yeah. Alright. Emberheart? Hold on a second. This costs target lizard mouse +1/+0 and gain haste. So I play this. Just play planks. If I play this, give a haste. That pumps my whole board. He has to double block. And I'll get my Inti black back. I want to give one of these trample or double strike. I'll give this trample because he has to block it, right? Yeah, GG. I'm gonna give this trample. He blocks this, he takes 3. Yeah, he dies anyways. Alright, our opponent is Oppai Sensei Sama. Ew. Gross. You go first. Battlefield Forge it. Do we Battlefield Forge it? I don't think I'm going to use 2 pumps this turn, right? Mouse Soldier. Hey, I'm putting a soldier deck. Just ruining someone's day. Here comes the removal. Yeah, cut down. I challenge you to a battle of prowess. Am I gonna get a land? Do I care if I get a land though? Right, I'd much rather use the pump on something. Manifold Mouse. Target this. Right, we'll get a double strike. That's not really a card I wanted to use anyways. It doesn't do anything, does it? Exile top card until end of turn. You may play that card. What did I pump? It's 3 mana. Come on, Oppai Sensei Sama. You already have the cut down turn 1, so doesn't get much better than what you had. Go for the throw. You got it. Now I'm getting land, so that's no bueno. We got Emberheart Challenger. So would I pump anything here? You may play that card. Still, I think I dropped this land. Double strike? Yeah, I dropped that land. What can I play? Exile the top card of your library until end of turn you may play that card. I don't know why it couldn't let me play it. I don't know, some sort of bug. That's a lot of damage. Down to 3 he goes. If I had used Monstrous Rage, he would have been dead. Fable Passage. Alright, he might be able to come out of this. 4 mana. Shelly. Okay, he doesn't come out of this. He does not come out of this with just a Shelly. Because we can target here. Pay. Target here. GG. Good game. Alright, our opponent is GG Gemu. Ha, you're funny. Alright, no turn 1 place. I guess we can plot Ruckus. It's not, I don't like it. But we're going first. I don't think I can mulligan his hand into a hand that doesn't have a 1-drop. I do want the hero. How many cards are dead here? Well, let's try for a better hand, right? Is this a better hand? Did I mow down to 5? Barely have anything here. But I will still keep. Manifold Mouse is really good, and Ruckus is not as good. Another blue-eye control? Ugh, alright. Manifold Mouse. Let's get the double strike going. Don't think we'll get there before temporary lockdown, honestly. Like, okay, that's 4 colors already. Lightning Helix. I got a lot of Manifold's Mount going on. The question is, do I Manifold again? Do I try to get a land draw this turn? I think I tried to get that land, right? I got there. Let's give him double strike. Take 6. Another Surveil. Get lost. I got more. Let's give him double strike. I mean, you shouldn't be that mad. You've been removing every card I had. There's that temporary lockdown. He is at 3 though, so it's something to consider. Wandering Ember? Ah, if only. Alright, do we Ruckus here? He might remove this. Do I need a Ruckus? I don't think I need a Just get lost anyways, right? Yep. This deck's just been... Every card is a removal. Alright, time to be restless. Here comes the Mirror's attacks. He has something. It's a lot of mana. This is a really... Okay. I guess he doesn't have something. This is a really weird deck. He's got all those colors. What is he trying to do? Everything but black. Not a domain deck, because they're not basic... Well, these are basic land types. I don't know. I don't think it's a domain deck, because it would be pretty bad if it is. It didn't play anything. No ramp, just removal. Weird. Alright, GG. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those games, how do you feel about this deck? It was a lot of games, right? I think I put up 10 videos or 10 games in the video. I think I played about 15 and I won about 10 out of 15, which is a good ratio, but it's not as good as I want it to be. And guess what? This is the current meta. That's unfortunately how Wizard has terribly designed their game now. Go first, win game. Every game that I gone first, I pretty much won. And some of the games I went second. I kind of pulled out ahead because I'm a way better player. But all the games I lost, I gone second. I've never lost going first. That's insane with this deck. Just go first, Heartfire Hero, win game. Just hard mulligan until you get it, and you win the game. Don't go first, then you have an uphill battle. There are a few cards that I had to adjust from my first rendition of the deck, and that's important because I had to cut one Rockface Village. In the beginning I had two. I had to cut one because, well, you know, it can be used to cast creatures, but it cannot be used to cast all these pump spells. And sometimes we want to play pump spells, right? So yeah, Rockface Village, good, but risky. Don't just put 4 in your deck and think, hey, there's no downside. There's a lot of downsides in this deck. On the other side of that, we also had to cut one Restless Buviac. In the beginning, I had 2 Restless Buviac. No. Always in the opener hand, and this card is good, but almost never good. This card itself is good, but almost never good in this deck in almost any scenario that we've seen, right? Restless Buviac, basically, it's 4 mana, right, for a 2/2 creature with haste. 4 mana is not great. It's 3 mana plus itself, so it's going to take up 4 of your lands on a turn you want to attack with. And usually, when you have 4 lands, the game's already over. This deck only curves out to 3. So yeah, Restless Buviac almost always hurts me because there's a land that I can't play, or that I can play but I cannot use for mana on that turn. So very aggressive shell. Go down to 1 Restless Buviac. If you want, go down to 0. It's fine. Right? Only game that it got us was that against Blue Eye Control, and I don't even know what our opponent did. It just quit. But yeah. Cavern of Souls, also a card that probably can go. You don't even need 1 of. How often are they going to counter your 1 or 2 drops that Cavern of Souls is going to matter? It can probably go, right? I want more mountains and more plains. I want to be able to play, actually just more mountains. I want to be able to play my pump spells when I need them. That's probably the most important part of the deck. And other than that, this deck is insanely good. Oh, also I cut 1 Mabel. So before I had 3 NT and 3 Mabel. Now I have 4 NT and 2 Mabel because NT can discard itself when you know, other creatures attack. Mabel is just a dead card when you already have 1 on board. And even the Cragflame is another dead card because it's a token legendary artifact. So, yeah, you know, you can't have 2 of those out. And that's why there's only down to 2. So it's even faster aggression now. The curve's out to 3 drop, but there's only 2 3 drops. Everything else is 1 or 2 drop. This deck, insanely good. You can beat mono red easily. If you're going first, you beat mono red. Just hands down. The Heartfire Hero does like 12 damage on turn 2 or something. So, yeah. Or turn 3, or actually it does 20 damage by turn 3 if you have the Manifold Mouse. So that's insane. This is just this deck, right? This card, emergency ban probably. I don't know. This card's too good. All right, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.